Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Good afternoon, Xavier Musketeers. Today is February 10, 2023. I'm Alexa Cruiser.
And I'm Anthony Frederickson. This is Xavier News.
This past Sunday, the 65th Annual Grammy Awards show took place in Los Angeles. Harry Styles took home Album of the Year for Harry's House. Lizzo took home Record of the Year with the hit About Damn Time. After winning 4 Grammys, superstar Beyoncé became the most awarded artist ever at the Grammys, now with 32. Grammys history was also made for LGBTQ+ artists. Kim Petras became the first openly transgender woman to receive the award for her #1 hit, Unholy with Sam Smith. To celebrate 50 years of hip-hop, the Recording Academy gathered many of the biggest names in rap for a star-studded performance.
It seems like Indian conglomerate, the Adani Group, is in trouble after a recent release of findings into the conglomerate by Hindenburg Research. Hindenburg is accusing the conglomerate of stock manipulation and accounting fraud. The report has already cost the Adani Group about $110 billion. In response, the Adani Group has accused Hindenburg Research of racism. Also, one of the conglomerate's partners has said it will ask a Big Four accounting firm for auditing.
Last Tuesday, SAC hosted Soul Night, an evening filled with uplifting spoken word and musical performances by Xavier students in Frequency. Let's take a look.
My name is Frequency and I'm a storyteller. I came to the Soul Night event because I was invited to come host the event and also share some pieces, share some poems, and a little bit about my life and my work. The pieces I shared tonight were actually inspired by the students who performed at the open mic, because the event wasn't just a showcase, it was also, it wasn't just a performance by me, there were also performances by students from campus. So there were 4 student performers, and after each of their pieces, I would do a piece that was either inspired by or in response to what they had performed tonight. I think generally my work, my writing is inspired by the world around me. Writing, I use it as a way to process through things, or process is like a way of understanding. So if I'm feeling something deeply in my body and my being, the way that I usually work through it is through the act of writing or storytelling in some kind of way. And I think everyday experiences, especially amongst Black folks, like there's so much richness in our everyday interactions and in the Black mundane that I find myself just like writing at the excitement of existing in this body and in this being, despite all of the things in this world that tells me that I shouldn't exist. I don't have any hopes for what the audience took away. At a certain point, as a storyteller, as a creative, and as a performer, I had to stop and be invested in what the audience wants and desires. And you actually just go on there and you negotiate with yourself what you want in terms of your performance and what you want to offer to people, and then whether they want to receive it or not is up to them.
Couple years go by, now I'm 13 and life just wasn't working. Questioned who I was because my strengths had started turning. All I saw was weakness, stressed out and sleepless. Had a point to prove but couldn't figure out my thesis. Just a kid with no purpose at all. Going through the motions, hoping things would evolve. Looking for a problem to solve, like it wasn't right in front of me. Looking back, I'm truly appalled. I was on the bus home, going through it. Usually I listen to some music, but I pulled out a pen and a pad. With my head on the glass, started writing every feeling so my brain could relax. To this day, I don't remember the song, but I'm thankful for the path that I'm currently on. All I wanted was a purpose. My struggles gave it to me. Now I live inside these verses. It was worth it for sure.
This right here is my swag. All my haters on me, damn. Everybody pay attention, cause this right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Haters scream my name when I pretty boy swag. All the pretty boys stand up. Shake your tail feathers like you know what the good Lord gave you. Like you know to celebrate while you can, because beauty moves real quick from blessing to burden on some bodies. Everybody pay attention. I pay my haters no mind, cause pretty the only thing I know. Pretty the people I come from, pretty the places I go. I roll to all who say my pretty unnatural. I roll through with my boys just to prove them unfactual. Get out the way, pretty boys coming through. I bring all the boys to the yard, cause we all live in proof. We show up peacock pretty, seahorse sexy, flatworm fine, giraffe gait and gorgeous. We show up as we are, cause we built pretty on purpose. If a hater say my pretty not natural, I tell them swag been a form of self-defense. That pretty don't just hurt, it's killed for less. That these bright colors aren't invitation, they're warning coloration. Everybody pay attention. Pretty boy swag, ayy, pretty boy swag, ayy, pretty boy swag, ayy. This right here is my swag.
On Friday, February 3rd, it was reported that a U.S. fighter jet shot down what is suspected to be a Chinese spy balloon. Since news about the balloon broke out, the Republican Party took to social media to bash the Biden administration and overwhelmingly demand that the balloon be shot down. Republican House Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted, "President Trump would have never tolerated many things to happen in America." Meanwhile, former news anchor Kari Lake went to Twitter to post a picture of herself squatting with a rifle in her hands. It was captioned, "I'm told there's a balloon that needs to be taken care of. It is unclear what the balloon was actually doing."
The new Hogwarts Legacy game is creating controversy among consumers. J.K. Rowling is largely known for the Harry Potter series, but recently has come to be known for her transphobic work. Many say that the game itself is anti-Semitic, as the players are trying to stop a revolution of the goblins, characters who are Jewish-coded. People online are calling for a boycott of the game to show solidarity for all the people harmed by Rowling's hateful rhetoric, including trans people, Jewish people, and people of color. Those who have chosen to play the game have said it is buggy and hard to play.
Since Valentine's Day is coming up, we ask Xavier students what their ideal date is. Let's check it out.
What's up, Muskie Musketeers? Welcome back to Question of the Week. I am your fourth host, and today we're doing a very special Valentine's Day themed episode in which I will be asking Xavier students what is their ideal first date. What's your name?
My name is Maddie.
All right, Maddie, what is your perfect first date?
My perfect first date would be going out to dinner and then going to the movies afterwards.
What movie genre?
Probably a comedy.
Good choice. I recommend a horror movie personally. What's your name?
Alexa.
Alexa, what is your ideal first date?
My ideal first date would have to be going to Barnes & Noble's and having a nice, bookshop coffee date.
You know what? That's actually brilliant. Respect.
Thank you.
All right, sir, give me your name.
My name is Nick Namyar.
All right, Nick, what is your ideal, the best first date of all time for you?
The ideal first date would probably be going to a cute little coffee shop first, and then if it goes well, maybe we might go to the park or something, take a little walk, and then that's something nice.
What's your name?
My name is Emily Croft.
Emily Croft. What is your ideal first date?
My ideal first date would be a coffee shop and reading, and then maybe going to the park.
That's very sweet.
Thanks.
What's your name?
My name is Jeffrey Michael Scott Jr.
Jeffrey Michael Scott Jr. What is your ideal first date?
I would say a walk in the park and skipping stones and just kind of looking at the sky. That's my ideal first date. Nothing too expensive, not that I'm cheap, but got to save money somehow.
You don't want to invest a lot into a first date,
Exactly. It's a first date too. I'm not about to be dropping a bag. So.
Yeah. What's your name, pal?
Paul Savage.
Paul Savage. What's your ideal first date?
I wouldn't know.
What's your name?
Harrison Byerly.
What's your name?
Christian.
All right, what's your ideal first date?
So going back home to Louisville, taking this girl to Panchitos, and then getting a text a few days later saying she doesn't feel a connection.
How about you, buddy?
I like to go home and make burgers.
Are you feeling the love?
Well, those are some pretty good stories / ideas. Alexa, what's your idea of a first date?
I always love going out for a fun activity like mini golf, bowling, and ice cream is always a good idea.
True. Very tasty.
Xavier Theater presents Lizzie, a musical version of the 1892 Axe Murders involving Lizzie Borden and her parents. The show opens tonight and has shows all weekend, along with shows next weekend. Make sure to get your tickets before they sell out. You can find them on Xavier Instagrams and Facebook.
Did you know Xavier has an intramural dodgeball league? 8 diff students have taken to the courts to find out what it is all about. The games are played best of 5 with 6 players from each team on the court. The games get competitive, but in the end, it is a fun opportunity to spend time with your friends.
On February 2nd, it was announced via email that Xavier University has approved a tuition increase for the upcoming 2023 to 2024 academic year. This increase will add a little over $1,000 to the already existing tuition, not including any extra fees throughout the semester.
Well, that's all from the news desk.
We'll be right back with the Xavier Sports Report.
Hello, my name is Amari Miller, and this is your Xavier Sports Report. The AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs will face the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 57, which will be played a day earlier in 2023 on February 12th, still on the second Sunday of February. The game will take place at Glendale State Farm Stadium. The stadium will host its third Super Bowl and first since 2015 at 6:30 p.m. Fox will broadcast Super Bowl 57. LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers, surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on Tuesday to take the top spot on the NBA's all-time regular season scoring chart, 38,387 points. James needed 36 points to pass Abdul-Jabbar, who had 38,352 at the start of the game. His final tally for the game was 38 points on 13 of 20 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3, plus 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and the 3 steals. Congrats, LeBron James. NBA trade deadline 2023 has passed, but not before a flurry of star-studded transactions rocked the sport. The transfer makeover of the Los Angeles Lakers reportedly proceeded on the Thursday with a deal with the Orlando Magic. According to several reports, the Lakers traded Patrick Beverley, a future second-round pick, and cashed to the Magic in exchange for Mo Bamba, a former lottery pick among those 15 Ivory, who has transferred from Brooklyn Nets to Dallas on Monday, and his team, Kevin Durant, who have arrived in Phoenix on Thursday, were the 2 most major deals. To look up the 2023 NBA trade deadline, you can view it on all platforms. After playing their last 2 games in the comfort of their own home, the 13 Xavier Musketeers must now travel at Hinkle Fieldhouse. A Big East matchup between the Musketeers and the Butler Bulldogs will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Last season, the team split their games, with the Xavier winning the first one at home 68-66 and Butler winning the second 89-82. That's all we got here. Let's go X.